The past can never be the future. That's what everyone keeps saying, and it's true. Some scientists have given up and have said that humans will be extinct by 2030. A big contributor to climate change is the act of cutting down trees, and that is something that we as humans control. Humans are cutting down the trees, which are making everything that's happening with climate change worse. When each tree dies and either roots down or is burned, lots of its stored carbon that it took in throughout its life is released into the atmosphere, adding to atmospheric CO2 levels. The most important thing about mature forests is not that they reduce the amount of CO2 in the air, but that they are a huge supply of stored carbon. Changes in tree growth and in patterns of disturbance will affect both the amount and quality of wood coming from the forest. Forest structure may change, preferring those populations of tree species best able to adapt to the new climate conditions. Sometimes forests can be converted to grasslands instead of preferring those other populations, which then again leads back to there being lots of carbon released into the atmosphere. Since trees are a big contributor to climate change, it will affect the soil. The air temperature and rainfall affect the ability of crops to reach their potential harvest. Also, climate change conditions can influence the spread of infectious diseases due to it adding stresses to trees, making them more open to diseases. The reason humans keep cutting down trees is because people keep on buying the products. Another reason humans are cutting down trees is to get access to electricity and to get the oil, also known as fuel, to run cars. The Alberta Oil Sands is a big company that cuts down trees and gets its oil under the roots of the trees. As a result, this releases a lot of carbon back into the atmosphere. If humans keep cutting down trees, then the oxygen in the atmosphere will reduce because there are less trees to take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen. Scientists have estimated that forest loss and other changes to the land contribute to about 23% of current man-made CO2 emissions, which equates to 17% of the 100-year warming impact of all current greenhouse gas emissions. Once wood runs out, the annual harvest is expected to decline significantly, and once the trees are cut down and the CO2 is released into the atmosphere, glaciers are melted, causing the sea levels to rise. Life expectancy is going lower in some countries and the health concerns are more dangerous than ever. Since the rainfall is affected by climate change, it can cause droughts in certain countries. In certain places, plants suited to wetter conditions may go away to plants able to cope with drier conditions. More heat in the atmosphere can lead to increased wind speeds in tropical storms. If we cut down trees, it affects our own Earth. Some ways we can solve climate change related to trees is instead of cutting down trees and getting the oil underneath them, we can use energy-efficient cars. Also, we can use light energy and wind energy. Some cons to this might be that solar panels are very expensive and it takes several hours to produce a significant amount of energy. Also, wind turbines can be noisy and it can be difficult to generate a steady supply of energy. Another way we can minimize humans from cutting down trees is that we can minimize factory production by preventing companies from making useless products. This will prevent companies from cutting down trees to make their products. So yes, the past can never be the future, but this doesn't mean that the future can't be better than today.